League Nation at Chuda. So, Your Excellency, why I'm saying this, I'm trying to echo something. The manufacturing industry right now is facing a lot of turbulence. We know about the great, maybe not the great, but Donald Trump. So, with him putting a lot of roadblocks in terms of taxation, it has affected us on the AGOA market. 10% of taxes have been introduced on all Kenyan products that are being exported to US under the AGOA market. What I'm trying to say, as businessmen and women, as business leaders, we normally have shock absorbers. But I think sometimes to deal with that terrain of Donald Trump becomes very difficult. We are not ungrateful. We are grateful. Still, we are selling to US under the AGOA treaty. But if we could have some substitute to fill in the gaps, like the Arab nation, we had the ambassadors of Qatar, Saudi, and other countries, Egypt. We can extend that to European Union mission, who we can invite. And when they are here in Mombasa, we will leave everything, Your Excellency, for you. Myself, Tobias, my able VC, and the entire leadership, we will be behind you in order for us to echo what are the capabilities in Mombasa County, what are the capabilities in the country. Because under KAM, we have 14 sectors. Today, if Waziri Osman does shopping with Bwana Noah, they can buy everything from the Changamka Festival. There is Simba Corporation there having a boat that has been displayed to showcase the capability in Kenya. Kuna locally assembled vehicle. Sasa Noah anaweza amua achukue boti aende zake nyumbani. Na Waziri Osman yeye anapenda gari, tuweza nunua gari. So we have the capabilities. The entire value chain is available in the country. Mombasa is doing great. We need to spice up that capabilities to ensure that there is accessibility to the market. European Union can also sign with us inter-governmental agreements and treaty in order for us to pump and produce more products into those regions. With this, I would like to take the opportunity now to stop here. And because of time, I will also moderate on behalf of the organizers so that we can push the program. I would like now to call a very important person who has a strong, deep history with Mombasa. Mr. Tobias Alando, if I may say, he was part of Mombasa Secretariat once upon a time. He moved to Nairobi with KM again to go and become head of membership. He served in that capacity for many years. After gaining enough experience, akapewa 2 terms za COO in KM. So he did 2 terms. And now he's serving his first term as the CEO and our own player from Mombasa. So let's put our hands together and welcome Tobias Alando, Bwana CEO. Karibu, the floor is yours.
Your Excellency, the Governor, Mombasa County, all protocols observed. My lesson today is that never share your secrets with Abdallah. Abdallah anaweza kuku-expose. But he's a wonderful chair and he's been supporting our members in this region. Your Excellency, the Governor, allow me to just say 3 things. First, I acknowledge your humility. I've seen how you interact with the exhibitors. I've seen how you interact with the people. And that has, to me, I've seen humility in your heart. And may God give you grace to serve your people in Mombasa County. Secondly, whatever we are showcasing today has been made by the people of Mombasa County. All the items that you see displayed today, it is work of the people of Mombasa County. So give yourself a clap. People ask and say, why Mombasa? Mombasa is a great hub of this region. Mombasa has a port, it has a very good culture, it has a very good people, it has very good leadership. I've gone to several counties, and I can attest to you, you have very good leadership in this region. Please utilize the leadership you have to make the economy of Mombasa grow. Make Mombasa a go-to investment hub. We want to encourage even more people to invest in Mombasa County because the climate is right, the people are right, the leadership is right. For those who have already invested here, continue and consider expanding in this region. The Changamka Festival is not just an event, but it's an opportunity to showcase what is locally made by our people. So we want to encourage our shoppers also to come wherever they are, wherever they're listening. Please come and appreciate what is made locally. We have an opportunity to access our regional markets, and the only way that in terms of market access that we can demonstrate that our goods can also go outside the country is when we also utilize these goods. Because we are the first customers before we start exporting. The last thing I want to say is that in terms of our purpose as the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, our purpose is to create prosperity for the nation through sustainable industrialization. We live and breathe to create employment, be it in Mombasa, be it in Nairobi, be it in Western, be it in Central. Our purpose is to establish industries and create employment for the young people. So everyone who comes here, the moment you buy anything locally, please remember that you are creating employment for our young people. We want to thank the county government of Mombasa for continually supporting the association. And Governor, we are deeply grateful. We don't take it for granted that you always come for this festival. We don't take it for granted. We appreciate you and your leadership and your minister for supporting the association and for supporting the local manufacturers. I believe the only reward the local manufacturers can give you is to create more investment and to expand their businesses in this region. Ladies and gentlemen, let us enjoy the Changamka Festival and let us be part of making Kenya and Mombasa a great county. Asante sana.
Asante sana Tobias. As bado it's echoing in my ears. Quality products, affordable pricing, grand window for sale. So Governor, you must shop until you drop. So one thing that I have also part of the program, and before I give our sponsors opportunity to give few remarks, I want to quickly, it will take me 1 minute, just to recognize all the exhibitors by mentioning their names. I'll be very fast. So we have today, Governor, before you, 62 exhibitors who have confirmed their spaces and they have already brought their products. So Mega Garments Industry EPZ, Mombasa Maize Millers Feeding the Nation for Generation, Kilifi County Government, TechnoServe, Blue Bees Program Kenya, Kiani Steel Mills Limited, Mili Glass Works Limited, Micro and Small Enterprise Authority MSEA, Calworks, NCBA Bank, our sponsors, United Aryan EPZ Limited, Kenya Bureaus of Standard, Smart Expos, our sponsors, Mombasa County Government, our development partners, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, huyo ni mimi, na Tobias, Kitui Flour Mills, Sisi Nidola, Star Team Limited, Kentest Products, Harriet Botanical, Gold Crown Beverages Kenya, Director, National Phytotherapeutics Research Center under Kenyatta University, Kilimanjaro Biscuits, Mzuri Sweets Limited, Halal Ice Company, Wayne Bean and Brew Coffee, Karembeu Spa Limited, 720 Holding Limited, J & Joe Nut Bar Limited, Hychem Hygiene Products Limited, Crunch Time Sports Limited, Vita Oils Limited, Alchemy Brands Limited, Perfection Plus Limited, Spring Tech Limited, Authentic Shanga Limited, Simba Corporation and Associated Vehicle Assemblers, commonly known as AVA. Without much ado, I want to please call on stage our sponsors. So I will start with Paul Ogola, the Regional Manager for NCBA Coast Region, to come and please make some few remarks. Governor Paul aliniambia nikwambie kama ni loans na financing, accessibility of credit, atakuona kando. So unlimited.
Thank you, Chairman. I now agree you can't keep secrets. So, Your Excellency, the Governor of the great county of Mombasa, please allow me to ride on the protocol that has been observed because of time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be here as NCBA Bank. It's a good morning. I remember last year, around about the same time, we were here and the Governor very graciously agreed to be present, and that's a testament to what the other speakers have said, how seriously he takes trade and manufacturing in this region. So it is a pleasure to be here with you today at this 5th Mombasa Changamka Festival as we celebrate manufacturing ingenuity, the entrepreneurial spirit, and economic resilience. This festival is more than an exhibition. It is a platform to show our innovation, creativity, and progress, designed to revitalize Kenya's manufacturing sector, which is crucial to our GDP, provides employment, and inclusive economic growth. I think this also aligns very well with the national goal of ensuring that manufacturing contributes greatly to our GDP. The current contribution, I think, is at around 7.8%, and as you may be aware, we're targeting to get to 20% by the year 2030. So this is a great initiative, a great shot in that direction. As you may know, a functional and inclusive financial system is so critical to any economy, and not least to the manufacturing sector. As of March this year, credit to this sector by the financial institutions rose to 598.6 billion Kenya shillings, which represents a 9% year-on-year growth from last year. It shows you just how important this sector is. And as you may also know, the micro, small, and medium enterprises actually form a very central part of this economy, contributing approximately 40% of our GDP and about 30% of employment. So it's a sector we cannot ignore. It's actually a clear indication that an investment in this sector is a vote for progress. It's an investment in the future of our country and, of course, the future of this great country. Ladies and gentlemen, as NCBA, we are committed to being more than a bank to you. We are committed to serving you through a wide network of 11 branches dotted across the coastline, all the way from Mukunda to Malindi. So we are committed to being near you to offer services. But more than that, we are not just a bank. We are committed to be a growth partner, especially for SMEs and businesses that are growing. Whether you are scaling up or innovating, we are committed to be there with you. We offer tailored solutions, financing solutions, and this attests to our commitment to medium and small enterprises. I will just mention a few. I think it's no secret that we are the market leader in asset financing. They say for every 3 cars that are ahead of you, it is probable that one of them is financed by NCBA Bank. So I hope as you sit here, you either have come to us, we finance your motor vehicle equipment, or you know someone that we have. We offer leasing solutions. If you're running contracts, we offer LPO and invoice discounting solutions and other trade finance products. So feel free to speak to us. Feel free to speak to the colleagues around here, and we will provide the solutions that you need. We do this We are involved in this through strategic partnerships. We offer you these solutions through these partnerships, like the Africa Guarantee Fund, which provides risk-sharing guarantees to expand credit access. As we know, credit access has been an issue in this country, and issues of security. So we partner with some of these organizations so that we eliminate some of those bottlenecks. We do this especially in women-led and sustainable businesses. And beyond financing, we also invest in capacity building. When you run a business, governance is a critical component. So we have programs like owner management program, enterprise development program in partnership with the Strathmore University, which ensures that as you run your business, governance is also taken care of. In addition, we offer free business training through the NCBA business clinics that cover financial management, tax, compliance, and market access. As you may know, we are also a very digital bank. The bank also leverages on digital innovations such as mobile loans, digital account onboarding. So today, you will find most banks want to open an account, you still shuttle papers around. Today, as we sit here, we can open an account for you on your mobile phone. So we encourage digital innovations. We also offer green financing as we take care of Mother Planet. Those options are available for manufacturing. They include energy efficiency and solar solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, our partnership with the Kenya Association of Manufacturers is very strategic. And it is very close because CAM, beyond being a strategic partner, is also a customer of the bank. This collaboration has given us an opportunity to have deeper insights into how small and medium-sized businesses operate. Working together, we have engaged manufacturers countrywide, all the way from Kisumu to Mombasa and across the country. We also collaborate on advocacy for affordable credit, streamlining regulations which are important for business, and supporting local sourcing. Mr. Chairman mentioned Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. So we also get involved in those initiatives. So we are glad to witness that this is impactful, and we can see what is happening what it is doing to this county and to our country. So whether you are a startup or an experienced exporter or a large entity, NCBA is committed to being part of your growth. We are committed to being part of your journey to greatness because we are the bank that says, go for it. I thank you.
Thank you very much, NCBA, Paul Ogola. I wish to also try to remind our sponsors who are remaining to give their very few remarks. We only have 1 minute for each one of you. So I will call Mr. Srinathan, Smart Expo, just for 1 minute. And if you allow, Your Excellency the Governor, I will also want to call our CEO, Mr. Tobias, to receive the payment and the check from Smart Expo with Trans Europa Events. So can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you. So Mr. Srinathan, 1 minute, please.
Good morning, His Excellency Governor of Mombasa and other dignitaries, and I have learnt a new format, all protocols observed. Since I have been given 1 minute, I must thank you for associating with me with this great event, and I will continue to support and work with CAM for all future endeavors. Thank you.
That was outstanding. I have not seen such a brief, specific to the point. Thank you, sir. So I would like to call Madam Wangare Theuri also to come and give her remarks. She is representing TechnoServe, Bluebees program, and please, you're welcome. So tumekuongezea 15 seconds, so 75 seconds.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you have been entertained by Shariani acrobats and Nirani dancers who are part of our participants in the Bluebees program. Hoye, young people. So all protocols observed. On behalf of Bluebees program, implemented by TechnoServe in partnership with MasterCard Foundation, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to the county government of Mombasa for hosting this important event and your continued dedication to advancing a sustainable and inclusive blue economy. One more minute. The Bluebees program was launched in 2023 to empower 15,000 young people in the coastal region and create 45,000 jobs. Central to this ambition is supporting at least 70% of our participants to be young women. We are working in the 5 riparian coastal counties and keen on working in value chains, for example, aquaculture, fisheries, coastal tourism, mangrove conservation, seaweed farming, apiculture, and other marine-linked enterprises. When you have a minute, please go to our booth, ensure that you buy the mangrove honey from our young people so that we can support them to create sustainable revenue. Asante.
Thank you very, very much. I want to wrap up the session and we will be calling our chief guest. As per the protocol, I will call our able Waziri to come and introduce Waziri Kamoja. And also, there is something I wanted to mention, is there is a special request, Your Excellency the Governor, from AVA that wakati unataka kwenda in style, if you can just take a photo with their boat so that it can form part of the publication. The very last announcement I want to make from my side and on behalf of Kenya Association of Manufacturers, there will be a very tight competition come 31st of August 2025 at Nyali Golf Course. And to give you a very summarized version of it, I will be playing golf with His Excellency the Governor, our CEO, Tobias Alando, and our Vice Chair, Bwana Peter Kimanga, in order for us to see kama watu wa Mombasa, ama watu wa county, lakini sote ni watu wa moja. So just to excite you, there is a KM corporate event coming on 31st of August, and the Excellency the Governor and all of you are being invited to participate, and we look forward to host you. So let's keep around, give a big round of applause as we welcome Waziri Osman to come and give his few remarks and welcome the Governor. Closing speech will be done by Bwana Peter Kimanga, our Vice Chair. Thank you very much and God bless you. I was told nikizungumza sana na pia na siri, so I'm just summarizing. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Excellency, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, officials, all protocols observed. Mine is to welcome you all to Mombasa. And secondly is as a trade department, our primary objective is to build a conducive environment. That's why today we have cooperated with the KM to make sure this succeeds. And also, Your Excellency, this is part of your four strategic priorities which you've outlined. One is infrastructure and industrial parks. You know very well what we are doing about Militini Industrial Park, what we are doing about Kenya Industrial KAIP. Secondly is SME and youth empowerment. This is a part where we want to make sure that the youths, the Gen Zs, are moving out of the streets and going back to the industries to work. The third objective, Your Excellency, is technology and green manufacturing. And the fourth strategic, Your Excellency, is public-private cooperation, which we are doing very well with Kenya Association of Manufacturers. So on those short notice, Your Excellency, I welcome you. Please come and address the gathering. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Let's be seated. Unlike Abdullah, I'll truly be very, very brief. One, I want to be an ambassador of, after all protocols observed, I want to be an ambassador of the local products, and I can confirm, I'm not a scientist, but it is said that if you consume, especially honey, that is from the region where you are from, it gives you better antibodies, then consuming honey that is not from where you're from. These are some of the miracles of the Almighty. So I can confirm that consuming mangrove honey is very, very ideal for you because you all live in very coastal areas. I'm a consumer of their products, so I can confirm. There's a lot of issues that have been raised, and I want to just probably, there's something that has not been shouted about, and this is something that is going to create a bigger problem. What Mombasa has been able to do on our part and what we feel needs to be done. This is the issue of AGOA. The EPZ currently employs throughout Kenya about 75,000 people. 75,000 of these people, their jobs are at stake because the conversation of AGOA is not as active as it is meant to be. Currently, the major market, which is the US, has already imposed a 10% tariff. And the danger that is there is if AGOA is going to be scrapped, we stand an unlikely threat of having our EPZs being shut down. What needs to be done? One, I have written to the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and I have asked them to be able to engage with the American government for a possibility of ensuring that the issue of AGOA does not stall, because if it stalls, then we're going to have a bigger problem. Two, we're trying to talk to new markets on your behalf. As the chair has rightfully put it, we've already started engaging other potential markets on your behalf so that we can see a possibility of you exporting your products to other destinations as well. The second issue, and I think it is important for Kenya Association of Manufacturers to actually pick this up. I'm going to be sending you a copy of this letter. Pick this up. Seek an appointment with the US Embassy. Seek an appointment with the European Union and other players. Make your voice heard, because the more that your voice is not heard, then people feel that everything is okay. Seek an appointment with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. My office is more than willing to be able to facilitate all that for you so that you can be able to get your voice to be heard. I repeat again, 75,000 people being left unemployed in a country where we have an unemployment crisis is going to be, the impact is just going to be something that we don't even want to start comprehending. Two, I want to state this categorically. I'm a person who believes in consulting. Kenya Association of Manufacturers can be able hopefully some of you get. The net result of it is that our voices were heard. But at no time did we say that we are going to start storming industries or shutting down or burning and looting. And the danger that is there, people need to realize. Building takes time and patience. Breaking is as easy as the wink of an eye. The international media has a niche for being able not to showcase the goodness that Mombasa has. the international media always will be able to portray us as a burning country. This is an excellent event that we're having here today. 63 exhibitors, all of them from the great county of Mombasa, displaying their products. I wish this could also, but I can assure you, in the of the fact that breaking is easy. Building takes time. Breaking is an emotion that can be triggered very, very quick. And someone who destroys is not strong, but someone who destroys is weak. Because building takes courage, it takes effort, it takes patience, and it takes consulting and involving every single stakeholder. So my plea to every single person, we might have different views on what it is that we wish for our country. But I believe at the end of the day, our common view is to have a prosperous nation. And a prosperous nation can never ever be brought about by having a burnt down country. And this applies to both sides of the coin. I also want to state that the county government of Mombasa, to be able to build for yourselves, we are now embarking, we've already started our school bursary programs, and now we want to come up with the Skills Mitaani, which is a program designed basically to educate our young people on vocational courses and technical courses, so that first of all you can be able to have, as we help you to nurture your manufacturing sectors, you can be able to absorb people who can be able to get employed in your various industries. Secondly, we are coming up with a very, very robust, sustainable waste management system. And this is going to start from both liquid waste, which is the sewer. We've been having a problem that did not start during my time, it did not start during the former's time. It started 30 years back. And believe me, trying to change not just the normal thinking of people, but trying to reverse something that has taken 30 plus years to be able to get us to where we are today is not an easy thing, especially with all the legal issues that we have to be able to consider. It might have taken time, but eventually we have to make tough decisions for the people of Mombasa, for future generations. When it comes to liquid waste, we're also going to be coming up with programs for our sustainable waste management, waste that is coming from yourselves, waste that is coming from the households, waste that can be able to come up, and we come up with a recycling system, a proper way that we can be able to engage the young people and even the companies that are already doing waste collection, how we can be able to engage them to be able to fit in the ecosystem without them being able to lose the businesses that they have. And then lastly, the other part of waste that we want to put in, and this is something that we have to do, not necessarily for the future generations, but for the current generation as well, is the handling of hazardous waste. We have so many industries in Mombasa currently, and without a proper hazardous waste management system, we have seen what has happened in other port cities of the world. This happened in Lebanon, where there was a huge explosion because hazardous waste was not catered for the way it was meant to be catered for. Right here in Mombasa, in Jomvu, Uhuru Owino, we saw what happened when we had hazardous waste with the lead poisoning that killed people, that made people get very, very sick. So we are engaging, and we want to be able to come up with proper ways so that when you have an industry does not necessarily have to kill the ecosystem, but it can be able to coexist with existing ecosystems as well. This is going to not only have, like I said, sustainable waste management, but we're also going to now come up with ways of creating employment for the thousands of young people who need this employment to be done. And lastly, I think what I have seen here needs to be showcased, and it needs to be trumpeted. And in the words of Idi Amin, if we don't blow our own trumpet, who will? I'm going to give directions to the Department of Trade to immediately embark on a media campaign, both in the newspaper and the FM stations, for people to see for themselves. Not only will it mean that people are going to buy their own products, but what that will be able to translate to is that people will now be able to appreciate what Mombasa has to offer, and in the process of that, the dangers of going reverse on the gains that we have already been able to make. So once again, congratulations to all of you. I believe the little input that we have been able to do as a county government has been able to sustain this relationship, and I strongly believe that our periodic meetings that we have been having have been able to help one another, and we can be able to consult, talk. We might have divergent views, but at least one thing is common, that Mombasa needs to be able to shine. So with those very many words, asanteni sana. I'm sorry today I will not be able to stay for two reasons. I'm needed in Likoni, and the Chief Qadi of Kenya has passed away. May the Almighty rest his soul in eternal peace. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Thank you very much, and be blessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have the pleasure to call Paul Ogola and the CEO come. Governor will present jointly the check for the sponsor. And then, mumesikia governor akisema kuna mkutano inakuja ambayo itakuwa ni kujadili maswala ya kuimprove what is happening in Mombasa County. Thank you so much. And then, Governor, tutakuomba pia tuwe na group photo na executive ya KAM as you walk out in style. Okay, executive, please come for the